Hey guys, it's Esme, and in today's video I want to talk to you about one of the most important topics and what seems to be one of the biggest Achilles heels for a lot of artists, which is inspiration. How to find inspiration, but more importantly, how to actually use it once you do. Because in this video I will share with you my pretty unique take on finding inspiration. But before we get into that, I want to tell you what I'm working on today. I am recreating this art piece by Art by Wendy on Instagram for a Draw This in Your Style challenge. I am working on my iPad in Procreate, and I made a recording of my screen which I sped up with 700%. In real time, it took me about 2 hours to make this illustration. I am using the Procreate pencil, the dry ink brush, and the carbon brush, which all come with Procreate. I'm actually thinking of recording a video too on how to choose your brushes in Procreate. If that's something you would like to see, let me know down below. Lastly, for the background, I am using a scanned elephant poo paper from my webshop, Pretty Eco. So, time to talk about inspiration. The day I actually made this inspiration, I told myself I didn't have any inspiration for a bit, until deciding I would just pick a Draw This in Your Style challenge and get on with it. And I want to explain with you more what the process of that is in this video. So my take on finding inspiration might actually be a little different than you are used to hearing in these types of videos. Maybe in this video you expect to hear about the places that I go to, or the people that I follow on Instagram, or the Pinterest boards that I create to be able to be inspired. And of course I do have my go-to resources, but that's not what I want to talk about now. I actually believe that when we think that we are looking for inspiration, 9 out of 10 times that is actually not the real problem at all. Because let's be real. The world is so abundant. Look outside your window and you'll probably see a tree that could inspire you. Look inside your cabinets in your kitchen and there's probably a cute teacup that you could draw. Look at the colors of the sky and it could be something that could inspire something abstract that you can work on. Or look at the fabric of your clothes and that could even inspire you to make something. On top of these examples, nowadays there's the internet. YouTube is filled with videos that share tips with you on resources. Pinterest is filled with artworks or pictures that you can recreate in your style. And you probably follow tons of people on TikTok and Instagram that share art and photos and whatnot, stuff that could potentially inspire you. So, if inspiration is actually all around us all the freaking time, why do we think we don't have inspiration? Why do we tell ourselves we are not inspired to be able to create something? Well, I think for this we need to become a little bit more aware of our thoughts actually, and what our inner critic, as I like to say, is actually telling us. My favorite trigger word to look out for is the word but. And that's but with one T, just to be clear. Because just now, when I gave you all these examples in this video, there was probably a bunch of subconscious but thoughts that were probably thrown at you. Maybe when I told you that you could draw a tree outside your window, you thought to yourself, yeah, but I don't have a tree outside my window. Or when I told you that you could find teacups in your house that could inspire you, maybe your thought was, yeah, but I don't like to draw teacups. You immediately listen to these beliefs, maybe subconsciously, but that's what you're doing. And you immediately discredit inspiration and motivation to draw, therefore. So you're holding yourself back in this way. So on a day where you don't know what to draw, and you are looking for inspiration or resources like this video, and I'm telling you in this video right now that you could draw a teacup, but you tell yourself, yeah, but I don't like drawing teacups. Like, as the artist that you are, wouldn't it still be better to, for example, draw the teacup and get some practice in than not draw at all? Often we also just tell ourselves that, yeah, but I can do it, and that's actually the reason, but I can do it. You think for yourself maybe, yeah, drawing teacups sounds great, but I could never do that well. Again, isn't it better to try and get into action and at least learn something than not do anything at all? I'm not saying that you should constantly work on things that you actually absolutely don't want to do, because it's better to work on things that you don't want to do than not doing anything. My point is actually that with all the infinite possibilities to find inspiration nowadays, for which you don't even have to leave your room because you can just use your phone, not finding inspiration or finding inspiration is not actually the problem. It's all the reasons you tell yourself, maybe subconsciously, why you can't do it. So what can we do about this? Well, first of all, we need to start becoming aware of our thoughts. If we don't actually try to tune in on our thoughts and just let them run on the background in our subconscious mind, they keep controlling us because they're subconscious, so we don't have any control over them. So you have to become aware of them, and this takes time and practice, to be honest, but it can totally be done. If this information to you sounds completely new, I would recommend to just start with simple meditation. Just 5 minutes a day, observing your thoughts is such a great starting point. And if you are already a little familiar with meditation, start using these skills to observe your thoughts in the process of finding inspiration when you want to make art. Because once you can see the limiting thoughts that your inner critic is telling you, like, yeah, but this is not for me, or yeah, but I'm not good enough, or yeah, but I don't have the time to make something like that, it's time that you can start releasing them once you can see them. You can do this, like releasing them by writing the thoughts down, or you can use guided audios like the ones I share in my Release Your Inner Artist program. And once you have these inner critic voices released, you can start feeling what you actually want to do and then start creating. And it's such a wonderful feeling to be able to listen to your inner artist from now on, as I'd like to say. So let me know down below, what is the actual reason that you are not creating? So now that you know this, maybe the problem is not that you're not inspired. What are you actually telling yourself when you are honest with yourself and you check in with your inner critic thoughts? What could be the actual problem? Let me know down below. For now, I am going to use the rest of this video to finish up this illustration. So please subscribe to my channel to see my videos, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
さ、変なビデオ見ちゃって。どこで？陽子たちと。ちょうどそれ見終わった時、電話がかかってきて。無言電話だった。